Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Spirit of Justice. We are trying to figure out what happened to Minister Inga when he ran out running and screaming. So, the answer to this will be he was attacked by Nena.
Maybe he was attacked by Nena. This would make the Justice Minister's private quarters the real scene of the crime.
Does your idiocy know no bounds? The minister's body was found in the tomb. Or are you suggesting that the body was moved?
Do I think the minister was moved from his private quarters? I think the possibility...
Okay, the answer is either one of them, actually. But we're gonna go with that one.
I'd say there's no way that the body was moved. After all, there was an awful lot of blood in the tomb.
I understand if the scream was in reaction to Nena's attack. But Inga died in the tomb.
We need to explain how those two realities could coincide. How are we supposed to do that? Oh, maybe. Maybe where he was stabbed and where he died were two completely different locations.
What do you mean?
It's just, let's look at this as simply as possible. If the minister's body wasn't moved, he might have been stabbed by Nena in his private quarters, but then died in the tomb. I see. On the one hand, that seems plausible, but on the other, it seems decidedly implausible.
Prosecutor Sanmati, what is that fool babbling on about now? Is this a riddle from one of those fortune cookies Americans seem so fond of?
Perhaps, but I believe he himself does not know what he means to say. In all likelihood, it was a poor attempt to confuse us. We should simply ignore him.
Wah! I wasn't finished yet, so hold up on the analysis, would you? The autopsy report never stated that the minister's death was instantaneous. So he could have conceivably moved from one place to another after being stabbed.
Well, these are dangerous words. What about an updated autopsy report, man?
Oh my, are you suggesting he ran all the way to the tomb with a knife sticking out of his back? Well, yes, that's the gist of it.
In short, Minister Inga saw Nena with a knife, let out a scream, and when he turned his back to her to flee.
Right, and that's when he was stabbed from behind.
This sounds so ridiculous.
Well, Your Majesty, does my theory hold water?
No, because I'm pretty sure Rafa would have seen.
How dare you bore me like this?
Huh?
You are a humorless moron, spewing an endless stream of unamusing drivel.
I wasn't trying to be funny, Your Eminence.
Prosecutor, enlighten this ignorant clown in lawyer's clothing.
Your Eminence.
Ha!
I like how what Nayuta has been downgraded to now.
Nayuta?
You dull, slow-witted, putrid-minded lawyer. Perhaps you would be too stupid to notice you had been stabbed in the back. But a normal person would have noticed due to the excruciating pain.
Now hold on.
Allow me to teach you the meaning of pain.
Ha! Ah! Please, stop!
Nayuta has a point. Normally, most people would notice a dagger in their back.
Ow! Yeah, I doubt someone could ignore pain like this.
Still, in this case, it's the word normally that we should emphasize. Apollo, take another look at the court record.
Right. There must be something that explains this. There's a reason Inga didn't feel any pain. and the defense will submit evidence proving just that. Very well, please present your evidence. Why did Justice Minister Inga notice that he had been stabbed?
Didn't. Why didn't he notice? The painkiller shots?
Those are my father's painkiller shots. The defense will explain the significance of this evidence. Minister Inga suffered from terrible back pain, so he often injected himself with these. Oops. We're told that one shot in the back would make all his pain go away. With this, it's easy to explain what happened. Don't tell me you didn't know about these, Your Eminence.
You can't mean...
Minister Inga was stabbed in the back, close to where he usually injected the painkiller. Therefore, it's entirely possible that he hadn't noticed that he had been stabbed. What? What's this? Then, are you suggesting Justice Minister Inga really ran off with a knife protruding from his back? I am, Your Majesty. So then, when I saw my father, he had a knife sticking out of him. I mean, with that cape of his, I couldn't see his back very well. Yes, the knife was there. It was just plunged in so deep you didn't notice it under the cape. This sounds stupid. Therefore, when you saw your father, he was already dead. Murdered by Nana in his private quarters. Pukaka! Holy Mother of Karayan, are we dealing with the living dead here?
Well, technically, he wasn't dead yet.
I know it's hard to believe, but this is a plausible sequence of events. And once Minister Inga arrived at the tomb, he could have removed the knife and dropped dead from blood loss. Nana killed my father? There must be some mistake. The defense would like to call Nana to the stand.
You seek to drag an innocent old woman to the stand with no proof whatsoever?
Well, there's no real proof, but...
What a tangled web of expedient lies you weave.
I can no longer tell fact from fiction. Who or what shall I believe in now? I'm sorry, Rafa. All I've done is confused you. But I have a sneaking suspicion Nana's involved in this case one way or another.
Just when I thought we'd blown this case wide open.
Well, there's no turning back now.
You fool of a lawyer. I know why you are so desperate to prove the accused innocent.
You do?
Yes, because he faces public execution if proven guilty. As shall you under the stipulations of the Defense Culpability Act. From the moment you accepted this case, you had no choice but to fight for your lives.
No, the simple fact is I've always believed that Dirk is innocent.
Bah! Still you cling to your pretense? Very well, I shall offer you a bargain. If you would admit that the accused is guilty right here, right now, I shall overlook your crime of abetting him, and you will not be subject to execution.
Oh!
Is this some sort of joke?
Far from it. As queen, I have the power to grant pardons, even to criminals like you. And with the wave of my hand, I can even reduce the severity of a sentence. Perhaps even for Dirk, should you be willing to cooperate.
She wasn't kidding when she said that she's the law here. But to flaunt that power in our faces like that, that's just wrong.
Yeah, seriously.
Forget all that has transpired in our kingdom and return to your own country in peace. Well, will you abandon your defense of the accused and accept my generous offer?
If I don't take this deal, we'll be executed along with Dirk if he's found guilty. What should I do?
Continue the defense? Heck yeah.
Nice try, Garon. But it looks like you don't know what justice is made of. We won't kowtow to threats like that, Your Eminence.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I can't back down now. I don't want to drag you into this, so...
Don't worry, I'm with you, Apollo. To the bitter end, if need be. While I can't say I'm used to it, this isn't exactly my first rodeo.
But if I'm found guilty, you'll get the death penalty too. Even knowing that, you still want to defend me?
I don't know what happened in the past. But it looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars. So I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you and your innocence. So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it. So keep on fighting, Apollo. You'll hear no objections from me.
You nincompoops! You'll die if you lose this case! Why would you even entertain the notion of continuing?
I believe that Dirk is innocent. That's why. And besides, trials exist to give the truth a chance to get out into the open. You can't give up just because you're afraid of some punishment.
Even if that punishment is death? Does that not frighten you, Hornhead?
Who wouldn't be scared? I mean, just thinking about it makes me weak in the knees, to be honest. But as a lawyer, I have a duty to protect my client. I can't just abandon that.
A duty you're willing to die for. And yet,
Duty. It's a heavy burden, all right. Rifa looks like she's really struggling.
Your benevolence. As Crown Princess, you are destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there will be many things that you alone must determine. Things like how to keep your people happy, and what is true and what is false, and most importantly, what role you must play therein.
I wonder if I'm even up to the task.
How many times have we seen that particular flashback so far?
But it's no surprise, considering the torrent of painful truths she's had to face.
Very well, then. If the defense is prepared to face the death sentence under the Defense Culpability Act, then I see no reason not to continue with the proceedings. But I must admit, I see no grounds for doubting the accused's guilt.
Unless the defense has further evidence that would indicate a different suspect.
Do we have anything like that?
Well, lawyer, do you have any new evidence you would care to present? Or shall I have the executioner start his preparations?
If she thinks I can't do this, she's got another thing coming. But first, I have some serious thinking to do. I'd say that new evidence indicating a different suspect does not exist right now. Not at this time. Such evidence does not exist.
Just as I thought. I was hoping you'd present meaningless evidence and allow me to claim your head.
Glad I didn't walk head first into that one then.
So, what now, Apollo?
Well, unless we can prove that Nena killed Inga, this trial is over, and so are we.
Isn't there still a way to get the proof we need? Even without evidence? You know, a key means of obtaining testimony here in Khura'in.
Gee, I wonder what Wright is talking about.
Huh? Wait, are you actually suggesting...
Certainly won't be easy, but it's worth a try.
Your Majesty, a crucial step in uncovering the truth behind this case has yet to be taken in this trial, but I'm positive that I can back up our claim with this one step. You mean you will be able to prove that Nena killed Justice Minister Inga? And just how do you propose to do that? With the help of a certain someone. You need help? From someone? Well, I can't imagine who it could be. But I suppose I must ask. Whose help do you need to uncover the truth? Rafa.
But that is...
Me? Here in Khura'in, legal proceedings include the viewing of the victim's final moments. But that requires your benevolence's help. Such information is just as vital as any other piece of conclusive evidence.
If you're right about this, Rafa's power should enable her to see the very moment Nena stabbed Inga.
It will be hard to watch your father's murder, but it's the only way to uncover the truth. Your benevolence, we need you and your power. You need me?
Wretched simpleton. Did you not see what ensued in the previous attempt? You would only succeed in wasting more time. Or is it your goal to make her collapse again?
Objection!
The princess said she was prepared earlier. Besides, it's her duty as royal priestess. I'd say it's all up to her now.
Come on, Rafa, you got this.
Am I prepared? Prepared to fulfill my duty?
Isn't a divination seance required at all trials anyway? If so, I imagine there'd be a problem with handing down a verdict without one.
Indeed, it would be problematic. Under Khura'inese law, a seance must be conducted before a verdict can be rendered.
Yikes! Let me guess, she's gonna change that rule.
Must you try my patience so? If I must dispense with that vexing law, then dispense with it I shall.
Huh?
As ruling sovereign of Khura'in, I proclaim the following.
She's writing with her nail? Jesus, she wrote that really quickly.
Henceforth, the divination seance shall be optional.
What? She has the power to do that?
She just rewrote the law with a flourish of her hand.
Hold it! Mother, I do not wish for the trial to end like this. It is as the defense said, I must not neglect my duty simply because I am afraid. I shall go through with it this time. I will conduct the seance once more.
Rafa, do not be fooled by his lawyerly guile. You are not prepared to witness your father's death.
But Hornhead needs my help.
Rafa, did you not tell me earlier? Did you not tell me you were prepared? But despite your grandiose posturing, you collapsed in a most piteous fashion. Even worse, you have erred in your insights of late. For has not the barbed one there overturned them more than once?
Oh,
You cannot be trusted to keep your word, nor can you reveal the truth through your insights. So I say to you, begone!
This is the worst mother ever.
This sacred hall of justice has no need for such a worthless royal priestess.
worthless? Wow. How can she say that to her own daughter?
Seriously.
So, Mother, you think me worthless? Her benevolence says she can do it, doesn't she? So I don't see why you have to condemn her before she's even made the attempt.
Yeah, you dumb bitch. Jesus. Also, these ellipses.
Very well, horned devil. If you really are so bent on having a seance, I shall give my consent.
Really?
However, if Rafa should fail once more, you two and the accused shall all be executed on the spot.
Excuse me? Did she just want to execute her own daughter?
Come again?
This is proving to be far more entertaining than I had anticipated. Well, lawyer, what say you? Will you wager your life and call on Rafa to perform a divination seance?
Did you see how all the little Miyatama stuff lit up there too?
I don't think you're worthless, your benevolence. Far from it, in fact. If you say you can do it, then I believe in you. Hornhead, I do not understand. If I fail, you will be put to death.
What does it matter? We'll be put to death anyway.
I know you collapsed during your previous attempt. I can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you. But despite that, you are willing to try again. I have faith in that conviction, in that courage. My courage.
Ah, so she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to perform the seance. But it looks like she's got the determination to try again.
Right, and that's a bet I'm willing to take. But it is as Mother said. I've erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, can you still say that you believe in me?
I wouldn't take stock in those words, Your Benevolence. Despite what your mother says, I don't think you've made any errors at all.
Huh?
In the trials I've been a part of here in Khura'in, I would have never proven my client's innocence without your seances. Because even though they didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insight they provided served as vital leads to finding the truth.
vital leads. My seances. So please, your benevolence, try to perform the divination seance one more time. I...
Rafa, stop this madness. It is for your own good. You are ill-prepared to face your father's death. Go, leave this sacred hall at once.
No.
What did you say?
I said no, Mother!
Oh my god, that face.
For I am the royal priestess of Karayan.
I have no need for you now.
Even if you do not need me, Mother. Hornhead and this Hall of Justice do. He proved that to me by risking his own life. It is because of that that I now understand. The divination seance is my sacred duty. I must fulfill it, no matter the risk.
Oh, Rafa! You've gone so far! Oh, bless her heart.
Your benevolence. Mother taught me that the divination seance was a mirror reflecting naught but the truth. But I began to have my doubts after Barb had disproved the insights it offered. And now, I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Father, Mother, even Nana. I had believed in them above all others. But I finally now know. I finally know now. I know in what I can trust. The royal priestess must debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. So that it can be interpreted properly. That is how I believe trials here in Karayan should function.
Look at this girl. She's grown up so much. She's got the best development in this game, I swear.
Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It is my power that leads trials towards the truth. That is my sacred duty, and I will never shirk from it again.
That right there, your benevolence, is the product of what you've learned in your struggles so far. The truth that you realized with your own strength.
As my sacred duty, I must ensure that it is fulfilled. I must have the courage and resolve to see it through. Your Eminence, the royal priestess says she will conduct the divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it. Unless, of course, you are worried that it might reveal something you find inconvenient. Mother! I am done letting you have your way!
Rafa, you would actually rebel against me, your mother and queen?
Though I am scared to see my father's death, I must face my fear. That is what Hornhead has taught me here today. Aww, Rafa.
I am the royal priestess, Rafa Padma Kurain. And I am prepared to face my father's death.
Bless this girl.
Your Eminence. It seems the princess is more grown up than you thought.
Rafa,
Well then, let us proceed with the divination seance. The victim's final moments. This should be interesting. I wonder what Inga's memories are going to show us.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Which we will see in the next video because we are now out of time. We're going to leave it at that cliffhanger. So I'll see you guys then.